Okay, so the congressman there, Republican from New York. Come on in now, the Democrat from North Carolina, Kathy Manning. She was one of 4 Democrats to walk through the encampment on Columbia University earlier this week. Congresswoman, correct me if I'm wrong, but you were also the former head of the Jewish Federations of America. It is nice to have you in and have you back here on the Hill. I'm wondering what you heard there from your colleague on the other side of the aisle, what you make of it, and is there anything you take exception to?
Well, let me just say I would agree with him that the protests are out of control. The chants that I heard, the presence of outside agitators is very problematic. And we heard from Jewish students that they are afraid to go on campus. We heard from students who are trying to study for their final exams in the library that the chants have been so loud and so consistent they can't study for their final exams. And we saw as we walked onto the campus, risers are being put up for graduation. What is going to happen at that graduation? These poor kids who 4 years ago didn't have normal high school graduations because of COVID are now going to be denied normal college graduations. And I think it's terrible. I think what's happening to the Jewish students and frankly all the students is terrible. The university has new protest laws in place, protest rules in place, and the president needs to enforce those rules immediately.
But does that go far enough, Congresswoman? Does that go far enough? Because here's one of your colleagues, a Democrat from that area, Richie Torres. He said this. He says, quote, "The cancellation of in-person classes at Columbia is an admission of failure by the president, who has chosen to surrender control of Columbia to an anti-Semitic fringe. If you cannot ensure the safety of your student, then you have no business serving as the president of any university, let alone the alma mater of Alexander Hamilton." He's going as far as the Republican from New York saying resign. Is that where your party is right now or not yet?
Richie Torres is a close friend, and I have to say I agree with Richie. I think that resigning herself and saying that she's going to cancel in-person classes is very problematic. And I think she needs to get in control of that campus immediately. I don't think that a resignation... I'm not sure a resignation at this point is going to solve the problem. I think that those who are in charge need to take steps immediately to solve this problem. And bringing in a new president could potentially cause more chaos at this point.
Here was President Biden just yesterday. I'll get your reaction on the other side.
I condemn the anti-Semitic protests. That's why I've set up a program to deal with that. I also condemn those who don't understand what's going on with the Palestinians.
Is he trying to both sides it, Congresswoman, here in an election year?
Well, let me just say I agree with him that more needs to be done to eradicate these anti-Semitic threats, the discrimination, the hostile atmosphere. And let me tell you one thing that I think we could be doing, and I hope the Speaker will consider. I have a bipartisan bill that I introduced a week ago. The same bill has been introduced in the Senate with the exact same language. It's much broader than the bill that my colleague mentioned a few minutes ago on the show. This bill would appoint a special official in the Department of Education, advise the secretary. That's the bill that will get things done across our government.
Congresswoman Kathy Manning, nice to have you on back here on the Hill. Talk to you again soon. Thank you so much. Thank you for watching, and make sure you go to joinnn.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.